Before this episode of Schemin and Dreamin, I wanted to first show off the new merch. If you are interested in hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, bucket hats, check out the link in the episode description or the Instagram bio at Schemin and Dreamin Pod. Or you could check it out for yourself on snackspot.se/courier/teespring.com. Really need this to help pay Ben's rent.
We're pleased to announce that this podcast is sponsored by 13 Monkeys Whiskey. This company is locally owned, veteran-owned, and completely made in America, aka the greatest country in the world. You can find this in over 30 retail stores, including restaurants like Vice and Neat. Those places are kind of bougie, so you know it's good. Check it out. You can also find it at www.13monkeys.com. Just drink responsibly. That's the most important part, and it's better than Jack Daniels. I'll prove it. Down like water.
Welcome to the Schemin and Dreamin podcast, aka three men who aren't afraid to pee themselves.
Been there. Shit, I'm still there.
Done that.
I might launch a stream.
I just did it.
soon.
I went in the bathroom and peed my pants.
No, that I believe. Well, you went to the bathroom?
The sink was taken.
Yeah, no.
Ben took the sink.
I've been to a Bills game. I get that.
I wish like every living room just had a trough.
Yeah. If you work hard enough, every living room could have a trough. But
I know. You gotta spend money to make money.
how much money would it really take? Realistically, you need a shovel and a lot of heart.
I looked up to buy one. It was like $3,000 to $5,000.
No, I'm just talking like a like a ditch.
Dude, that'd be bad.
How hard would it be to put a ditch in your living room?
Not that hard. Just dig.
Yeah, you could just dig.
It's all about the man hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
That's
extracting
how bad you want it.
someone else's hard work, really. They
Yeah.
built the foundation, you're getting rid of it.
That's just American civilization right there.
You're not wrong.
Wait, hold on. Repeat all of those words.
Yeah. Wow, look at you with the double-digit point
This is the
Scrabble
guy that
words.
went
like
into
that?
ECC
That's crazy.
I went to ECC.
Yeah, me too.
for a year.
Go Cats.
You go for a year?
Like 3 semesters. Call it what you want.
I was there for 2. Fuck.
Well, that third one's real. Technically, I was on for 4, but that fourth one was.
Didn't make it?
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
I count the second one, and I went to one class.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Student loan money.
You heard that. Yeah.
He spent all of his student loan money in Fredonia.
I was rich.
Would you were for a
He was
time being.
Ubering to Fredonia.
You spent all your. Wow.
Yeah. Immediately. Like within like 2 weeks.
Where were you going?
Fredonia.
There's only so
Ubering.
many spots in like Fredonia that you could really end up.
I don't know, man. I had a Sonny's bar tab that was $250.
Yeah.
Beers are like $2 there.
Yeah, no, that's tough. That's hard to do. Ben, when do you think the last time you like cared about your body was?
About my body?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a weight in the living room if that counts.
Yeah.
He's got hemorrhoids in his ass, if that counts as well.
Yeah, does that count?
I say count it.
So your answer is maybe when I was like 13 they started happening?
Okay.
So I've been caring about my body for so long.
So, Donnie, you masturbate?
I have. I know about it. I've done it once or twice, but yeah.
When was the first time you did it?
When was it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could give you a date.
How old do you think you were?
I genuinely don't. Probably too young. But I feel like that's everyone's case. Is it too
Yeah.
young if everyone does it too young?
No.
No, you're just exploring your body.
right.
If you're in like first grade, that might be too young. Like pre-fourth?
Yeah, anything
Right?
before fourth.
Probably like, I think 4th is a safe bet.
That's early. That
That's
was
pretty-
earlier than me.
Pretty early.
I went to a Catholic school, so I was ready to go to hell.
So did
Yeah.
I. Yeah.
I was gonna fight Satan on the way down.
Yeah.
Hey, what school did you go to?
For
Elementary.
elementary, I was at this school called Most Precious Blood in Angola back in the day.
Dude, no way. That sounds like a gang in Angola.
Most Precious
Like a
Blood.
biker gang.
Yeah. My class, when the school ended up closing when I was in 4th grade, not due to my masturbating.
That came.
But there was only 9 kids in my class.
Huh?
Like a flat 9.
My elementary school is also closed.
Yeah.
Mine's still open. Queen of Heaven. Shout out.
Olsh.
I went to
Rest in pussy.
St. Mary's of the Lake after that from 5th to 8th.
So you were in a gang.
Most Precious Blood, yeah.
Did you have to masturbate early to get into it?
That was part of the hazing. We didn't do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Well, because there's 2 ways into a gang. You're either sexed in or jumped in. I think you might have been sexed in.
I had a weird combo of both. It was unfortunate.
Just the nuns were beating you up to get in.
Yeah, actually, when I was there was like 2 nuns, and one of them actually taught my dad, which may not seem that crazy until you realize that my dad is like way older than most people's parents. I'm not gonna say his age, but like he's up there.
69.
Over 50?
Over 50, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah. over 60, what you said. That's
Really?
That's as much as I'm gonna give you. But
Damn.
yeah, no, he's a relic.
He was probably born at an early age, though.
Yeah, he was born at 0,
Yeah.
but
Dude fought in every war. He was born in 0.
he was born at the youngest age I've seen.
Man, that dude fought the Revolutionary War.
But let's not forget, he fought the war at the beach. We want to talk about Mickey Rats, baby.
There it is. What do you want to know?
What is the weirdest shit you've seen it while working at Mickey Rats?
Off the top of my head, it was like a Tuesday afternoon. I was
Prime
over.
time.
If you know the Rats layout at all, I was over by the Shirt Shack. And it was like your average Tuesday. It wasn't like super busy or anything. And there was like this. They weren't a couple. They just met that day. But this girl had her hand down the back of this gentleman's pants, and she was just
Finger his ass?
going to work, and he was just full on conversation with the bartender like nothing was happening. And that's just off the top of my head, and that was a Tuesday. So I mean, fill in the blanks, my guy.
I love Mickey Rats.
I used to love pissing there. I always felt great in that bathroom.
Back to the trough.
Yeah.
Trough.
Life comes full
That's
circle.
the original, you know.
It looked like
it.
it was.
Yeah. No,
It smelled like it, too.
I don't care how many new TVs go in that place, they still have that bathroom, you know.
Is Mickey Rats coming back next year?
Yeah. If all the building goes right, it's supposed to be like a huge upgrade. They're knocking the whole thing down, which is kind of crazy.
Shit.
That thing's been there for like 50 years, but they're gonna rebuild it. There's gonna be like a 2-story joint, and then it'll be cool. It'll still be Mickey Rats, just a little upgrade.
God damn, because every year is supposed to be the last year.
Well, dude, it started a while ago, and then once there was actually truth to it, like 2017, like which is when my dad sold it. Like then I was like, okay, because we actually, as employees, thought that was like the last year. Like, we didn't know what they were gonna. Their plans originally were to knock it down.
It's going to be like a condo, right?
Well, the condos are still going there, but they're going like across the street. It's a weird setup with what they got going on, but
I want to move into those condos.
they're already all sold out.
Oh.
Like they're not even kind of built yet, and they're all like.
God damn, I don't blame them.
Some guy at Mickey Rats asked me to ride his bike once, and I did it.
You know what's funny is I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he's a nice guy, but
A very nice guy.
he's
But
creepy. The electric bike. You talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, I've been on that thing, and it sucks because I've never been a big bicycle.
No, me
man.
either.
Like, I always
could
like
barely ride a bike.
just like longboarded or just skated somewhere. Like that was my thing. I never really rode bikes, so like I probably hadn't ridden a bike in like a decade. Easy.
Yeah, me either.
And I'm like tipsy and probably past that at this point. This is like a summer or two ago. And this guy, he's just been like tipping me $1, beer for $1, like all day. At this point, I made like $40 off the guy. The dude can just,
yeah, he was throwing
he's
back.
just a black hole. But he's like, you want to ride my bike? And I'm like, fuck yeah, what else am I doing? While I'm like working, clocked in, I have like so many responsibilities. I'm like, yeah, what else am I doing? And so I rode his bike around the block, and then like 20 seconds into it, I'm like far as shit away from the owner of this bike. I realize I don't know the guy that just let me take his bike, and that I don't really remember how to ride a bike. Like I know how dumb that sounds, but I'm like, yo, I'm drunk. I haven't ridden a bike in like 14 years, and I'm just like lost. Like
It's the American dream.
I thought so.
One thing I wanted to talk about too is I'll never forget the one time you told me we were about to play basketball, and it was like 6 p.m. and you go, I just watched Endgame back to back. It's like a 3-hour movie.
So that means I did not sleep the night before.
Yeah, it's like
If I've already watched 6 hours of movies by like 5
Not
p.m.
movies, it was the same one.
Well,
that's a quarter of your day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not
wasn't doing
counting
much.
sleep.
I just watched Endgame back to back.
but I made it out the house. That's the important part. I got some exercise.
It doesn't matter what time anyone texts you, you're up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so unfortunate
And
for the people texting me.
Best behind the back dribble in the game, though.
That's true.
and when I went to
Don't push me left. That's the only way I like to go. I'm right-handed though, so I don't make shit. But
And I went to your new place, and I was helping you move your washing machine. And I went upstairs to your room, and you just had an Xbox, a TV, and Joker playing. I thought I was going to get murdered.
that sounds right. Like the new Joker movie.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
That's actually another one I watched back to back because I wasn't sure if I liked it. I didn't realize that was a habit of mine, but I guess I do that.
Keep it fresh.
What
Yeah.
other movies have you watched back to back?
Spider-Man Far From Home. I did that recently. Hitch, probably like
Hitch.
4 times in a row, like not kidding.
Oh, shit.
Just Go With It, Adam Sandler.
Oh,
That's a good one.
So what's the worst movie you've ever watched?
Ever?
Yeah.
We're a big bad movie, bad TV show kind
Dude,
of
it's not the worst I've ever watched, but it's recent in my brain right now. I just watched Dune.
I like Dune.
You would. That's just sealing my point that it's a bad movie. Like the whole time I was watching, I was like, okay, like
The first hour is boring as shit.
and then the next hour is worse.
There's like shit.
And then the next
happened, at
half
least.
hour I didn't watch because I was over it.
This is coming from a guy that watched Zombie Homecoming, though.
I watched Stripper Zombies. Get it right.
Stripper zombies.
Yeah, it was with the guy who played Freddy Krueger.
How much do they really have to take off? I feel like normally when you see
Dude,
a
no,
zombie,
you
they're-
saw everything.
Yeah, that budget was $1,500.
It took place in one room.
I feel like zombies are pretty, like tattered up by the time they're a zombie. Like how much do they have like clothing?
Dude, these guys, they were butt ass naked throughout this whole movie. One zombie girl at one point in this movie, like, the main stage, like, you've been to a strip club
No.
you haven't been to, so
You've
there's
never been to a
this,
strip club?
No, I don't. Doesn't do much for me.
Go to the
So-
one in Salamanca.
No.
It's a great time.
Check it out. I'm not gonna do that.
but back to my point. So there's a main stage where the girl dances,
that
and
I understand.
there's a girl, like, behind her shooting ping pong balls out of her vagina while she was a zombie. That took place in the movie. The movie was only like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a lot to digest.
Yeah.
There was only an hour and 10 minutes, and they fit that into it.
They fit a lot into there that they should
Action-packed.
have.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Michael Bay's jealous.
They had a white man playing a Mexican janitor. Like, they just taped a mustache on him, and he talked like every white man would.
That
Yeah.
just feels racist.
It was super racist.
like that one,
But the movie was like 05.
Live action Dora the Explorer. Remember, there was like I forget who it was, but they had like terrible casting for it, and they like got ridiculed.
They're
No,
probably,
I didn't see that one.
they were probably saying Vasotros.
Yeah, not even conjugating properly. Just have a fake mustache, and they hope for the best. Dude,
Um,
I was all about learning Spanish until I learned about conjugation, which I realized is like step 2 after like the basic like numbers.
I don't
and
know what that
letters.
is.
It's tough.
I don't know.
It's
what
like
it is.
you
I took
learn
French.
like a verb, but then like depending on who you're talking about, it changes the word. Like, the ending changes.
Spanish sucks.
Like
I
I gotta
took-
learn
I took
one word
French.
like 6 times. Like fuck that.
I barely speak English.
Yeah. Right.
Learning a new language
Yeah.
is tough. I don't know every word in the English language.
Yeah, you do.
But think about how many words you do know, and now try like imagine having to learn a new language.
20?
Like 20.
They'd have to learn all.
High end?
Yeah.
Worst movie of all time, by the way, is Shawshank Redemption.
Not a fan of that.
No, too
thought it was a good
long,
movie.
no action.
Shawshank. Oh, I'm thinking of Shutter Island.
Shutter Island was
Island.
great.
That's a good movie.
Good movie.
Very good movie.
I almost watched that one back to back. I'm not even lying. I watched it like the night before a flight. I couldn't sleep, and then I watched it on the flight. To be fair, I didn't finish like the last like 20 minutes, so I rewatched the whole thing for the last 20 minutes.
That's fair. You got to see what you missed.
I was on a flight. I only had like 2 movies downloaded. No, I had that movie downloaded and like 1 episode of Black Mirror. I was like, am I really gonna get that invested in 1 episode?
Yeah, that's true. It's a fair point. Where were you flying to?
That one was I was flying to Orlando, I think.
Damn.
Which I'm flying to Orlando on Monday.
Damn, that's a flex. Shout
Yeah.
out to
It just
Magic.
like kind of happened that way.
Shout out to Orlando.
Shout out to the Magic.
Who?
Orlando Magic. They got
Hidu
Marco
Turkoglu.
Fultz,
Shout out to Hidu Turkoglu. He's
Jameer
a
Nelson.
bucket getter.
It's true.
Former All-Star.
That was a great team.
He could throw lobs like nobody's business.
That might be the most underappreciated team in NBA history.
This
Is that
year's
really your back screen?
Yeah. Yeah, can I get a camera? What camera should I show this to?
All
right
of them.
here?
Wait, you changed that today or?
I'll get a side by side right here. That's what we want. You're welcome, America.
Dude, I was dashing in high school.
You were.
Damn, I stayed a virgin
I'm
for like my
soaked.
senior year too with that looks.
So, Donnie, you're not a very good sleeper. What's the longest you've gone without sleeping?
52 hours.
Damn.
What do you do? Like
That
do you
time-
try to sleep, or do you just like
It
you're
comes
just
and
doing
goes.
things?
It comes and goes. If I miss like the tight window, like I'll be exhausted for a little bit, but if I miss that window, I'm good for another 12. Lately, I've been sleeping in a lot, like especially off the Rats schedule. Like obviously that's a couple months ago. I can't really blame that, but like I just have free time now, so it's not good. Not good for my health.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
too
good
much
for you.
sleep. You gotta humble yourself. Stay up for 2 days now.
That's kind of where I'm at. I didn't sleep too much last night.
You DM'd me at 6 in the morning.
Okay, to be fair, you had
how'd
already...
you know I was awake?
Because you just liked my Instagram picture at 6 in the morning.
Oh,
you were weird first, bro.
I scroll through and just like.
Well,
it popped up on the feed.
Shows how important I am in your feed. Then you didn't even notice you liked my picture.
Because I'm like, why are you?
I thought it was a good picture.
And then we talked about pasta.
Yeah, because we had both had pasta in the middle of the night. This is true.
Pasta after midnight hits different.
Pasta before midnight hits different.
But for like drunk food, pasta's got to be up at the top, right?
It's true.
Where do you put it between Mighty Taco and Jim's?
I have it over both.
Yeah,
really?
Jim's bottom of the barrel.
I love Mighty Taco.
Maybe Mighty up above it.
I fuck around, eat a Mighty pack. I myself a night.
I just had Mighty for like the first time in like 6 years the other day.
Good, right?
I mean, I was hungry and then I wasn't.
Is it better than Taco Bell?
I don't go to either of them really. If I'm feeling that, I just go to Moe's or something.
That's fair. You step it up.
I gotta keep my swimmer's body. I got a track meet at the end of the month.
Mighty Taco serves beer now. You can wait in line, get a little bad. I did it. A family of 4 looked at me like I was an alcoholic.
Remind them of their dad.
Definitely.
I'm just assuming it was a mom and 3 kids. The
dad was not in the picture.
Yeah, you remind them of their...
You've heard that story before, right, Ben?
Been there, done that.
Oh, man. Getting here was a chore, by the way.
Yeah,
traffic
is ass.
Dude, I wish I could blame the traffic. I was like an hour late, and the traffic had nothing to do with it. So I tried to go to Delta to get some gas, because I was like way below E when I left my house. And the light fucked me up. Couldn't even make it there. So I went to Tops, got gas, and then I was going back through the light in the 5 corners. I got stuck at the red light twice. I was like, I'm not going to just sit here. So I pulled into Delta, because it was right there. Got some drinks. And then I got all turned around, ended up at the wrong address. The right address, but the wrong version of it.
84 Sweeney Street.
Were you in the hood?
I was at some lady's house. Rolled like, hey, you trying to do a podcast? Like, I don't know if you have a setup, but like just some random civilians like out on her porch. Not the right spot.
Yeah, it didn't look like a great area. I pulled it up on the maps.
Yeah.
We should have met you there.
Honestly.
Yeah, we could have took over her house.
They didn't seem busy.
Emily could do that, right, Emily? You could bring him with us.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah.
On the go.
Yeah, we're talented like that. So, Donnie, I have a beat for you to freestyle over.
Come on. And you picked it? That's not what I want to hear.
You know the beat.
Little Einstein, baby. Get going. If you had to choose, would it be Little Einstein or the Wii Sports?
Those are my only options. I guess the Wii Sports one.
I'm about to say the Little Einsteins has them singing in it.
Yeah, I don't want to rap over Little Einstein vocals.
All right, so it's an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah, so you're going to go for the hour and 7 minutes. We'll just kiss.
Am I just hearing it through that?
Yep.
What the fuck? Dude. Hey. This is fucked. How do I even rap to this?
You already beat Playboy Cardi.
What? There's like no drums or anything.
Yeah, you need a feature. Ben, hop in.
I passed to Donnie.
All right. Let me figure this out. Practice what you preach, so I'm just practicing the best when I hop up on the feature. You don't know what I said, but it's kinda nice to meet you. Letting out the cold like I open up the freezer. Burning up the cheese like I never made a pizza. I'm straight leaning like a building out in Pisa. If you don't know me, I will not allow you to go and just speak on my past. I am not cocky in real life, saying this shit so the people will laugh. So hard to rap to.
Dude, that was kind of tough, though.
That was
so
tough.
hard to rap to. Can you give me something else? Like,
You're the first rapper to ever do that.
I am the last, hopefully. That wasn't fun at all.
We didn't.
I'm just like begging for a hi-hat or like a drum.
We didn't talk about your music at all.
Yeah, we did. We didn't give you any props before.
No, you went right into that. Yeah, I got a Wii Sports beat for you.
We were talking about jerking off, and I just made you rap.
Just
check out Donny Alberts on Apple Music, Spotify.
No one's gonna check my shit out after that. Play
Dude,
a
you
Wii
freestyled
Sports.
If you
over a
can
Wii
freestyle
Sports
over
beat.
Wii Sports,
Put
I
on,
think you could do
just
anything.
type in the most generic hip-hop instrumental anything you can find.
OG Bobby Johnson it is.
And like, no, just give me like some boom bap something and I'll
Was that really
Money
off the cuff?
trees.
It was in my head from something.
All right. Do you want Flow Power? It's the first one that pulled up.
What you think that means?
I don't know
anything
what
to
that
me?
means either.
Hard, fast rap trap beat.
Give him a drill beat.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know if I'll ever recover as an artist from that.
Ad.
That's an ad? Okay.
Yeah, rap over the ad.
I can't trust this.
Second ad.
Is this still an ad?
Yeah, it's a cup of coffee if you want to watch.
I thought it was like a Subaru commercial.
I could skip it, but I'm going to keep it.
It might be like 19 minutes.
What's your favorite beat to rap over?
I don't have
You
like
don't have
one.
one that you were like, oh, wow, I fucking killed that one?
Shook Ones by Mobb Deep. I think
Oh.
anyone that has ever freestyle has rapped over that.
I thought about playing that.
I'm glad you didn't. Can you turn
What
it up
is
at all?
this?
I can like.
Dude.
Hey. Creepy. Schemin' and dreaming. Scheming and dreaming.
Adam's Family.
The Adams. Yeah, Adam's family actually. Hey yo.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
Looking around and I'm seeing myself. I'm not hearing the sound, I'm not being myself. I look at the scene and I only see me. Look what I mean, I'm not feeling complete. People might knock at the door. They wanna leave me alone. So funny how this shit goes. I do not even know if these people remember my name. My conscience is going insane. Do not let this shit get to my brain. I am trying to stay in my lane. Whoa, mention perfection. I see my reflection. It doesn't make sense. I can't take the suspension. I'm learning my lessons. The buttons I'm pressing. I figure it out and deliver a message like, whoa, bro. Why you gotta go and just mumble like that? That's how you go and start trouble like that. Back in the day, I was loving the trap. Wasn't afraid to just jump in the trap. Pick it apart and I'm putting it back. Weighing it out and you flipping the bag. You really a lame if that's how you brag. No one around that was here from the start. No one around to appreciate art. No one around hearing the sound. No one around that just speaks from the heart. I had a dream about the future. I'm just standing in the street, trying to believe all the shit that I see. The world start to crumble, got debris at my feet. Then I went to see Jafar, but it wasn't as it seems. Ha, if I am Aladdin, then you might be Jasmine. Looking at the genie, I'm just hoping that it happen. Went and past the bar, but I'm not talking about that 1 degree. They put me on the mantle cause they always looking up to me. The drama just keep bugging me. The promised land is fun to see, but I'm never gonna make it. These demons just wanna run to me. Living life like a relay race. No one behind me will keep it the pace. It's safe to say the day to day I fade away with trouble and bass. That's a tough beat,
that
man.
beat
Dude, that's a tough beat, dude.
It was hard though. Just look at the background. It's just a bag
What
of
the
blow.
fuck is that, bro?
That Aladdin bar was tough. Shout out
out to
Princess
Aladdin.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
Who?
Dude, that was kind of hard.
You
Princess
should have thrown
Jasmine.
in a couple ad libs. I'm
I'm amazed you didn't.
I thought about doing it. I was going to go,
I just wanted to let you
Donny
ride.
Alberts.
I'm amazed you
I
didn't.
gave you 2 of the shittiest beats on the planet, and you just sat there and killed it.
that one was terrible.
It was the
I was
first
thinking
beat that
about the whole
popped up.
time.
Hit that. Say that again. What'd you say?
I don't really remember.
That's fair. That's fair.
All the greats have short memory.
A Gandhi
Charles
quote?
Barkley said that,
I believe
and
it.
Gandhi too.
Yeah,
So, Donnie, you were in our fantasy football league this year.
I was.
The
At
guillotine?
one point, I was.
Me, I'm also out of the guillotine.
Dude,
Still
so this year, I stretched it to 4 fantasy leagues.
Oof.
And it's just tough. Like, the difference between 3 and 4 is just so unmanageable. Like, 3 I can, like, handle, but 4, like, I'm not blaming that. But I auto-drafted in 2 of the 4 leagues. Both of those, not, like, the whole time, but I missed the first pick in both of them. Both leagues, I got Saquon. I would have never, ever taken him. Like, didn't care his injury status. I would have never taken him, but
Great thighs though.
I got stuck.
I was a big
yeah.
Saquon fan when he got drafted and didn't shout out his baby mama. He shouted out his baby, but not his baby mama. I thought that he was going to have a Hall of Fame career. after that.
Are they like? Were they together at the time?
I have no idea. She was there.
Because if not, she was there.
She was there with the baby. They showed it.
Who brings a baby to? That's just irresponsible.
That's almost as good as CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb had a good one where he
Oh,
took her
taking the
phone.
phone.
Yeah, he
yeah.
snatched the phone back.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was great.
I should have drafted Mike White.
Who would have thought?
Kevin White.
Kevin White's great. He's back.
Is he the comeback player of the year?
He did catch a 30-yard pass.
What about Roddy White?
Ooh. Roddy White was an all-time great.
He slept on.
If you play well for the Falcons, you're automatically like goated.
True. Very accurate.
All right, but go on. Sorry to get sidetracked.
Do you think I remember what I was going to say? The greats have short memories, man.
Shout out Gandhi.
Shout out to Gandhi.
Charles Barkley and Gandhi.
You know Gandhi used to sleep, this is a true fact, with 30 naked virgins in a bed with him, and he wouldn't have sex with them. for willpower.
I wonder if that's like because if
men
he did
and women
like
or women.
I think women, but maybe men
That's
too.
homophobic.
Free bed's a free bed, you know.
well, what if he did it just to like keep that stigma up? Like sleeping in bed with 30 virgins sounds cool on paper, but like if you sleep with them, then you gotta go find 30 more virgins. If you never sleep with them, they remain virgins. So you can just keep saying that.
Yeah, true. He could have just been in the
I
other
feel
room.
like that
the
bed
whole
would be
time.
so cramped.
Yeah,
Like,
It's
how would you-
Gandhi though. Like
yeah. Bad arc sport.
that man was like living
He's
in
probably
poverty.
sitting up. Well, he's probably sitting up while they all laid at his feet.
I kind of want to do a hunger strike for Gandhi.
Ben,
I'd last
we
an
all
hour.
looking at you, and we know you're not lasting
See
through a
these
hunger.
shoulders?
Hunger
though?
strike, dude.
He was a big hunger strike guy.
Yeah.
He did do that.
You couldn't
That's
keep
his
him in
thing,
jail
right?
because of it. That's a true fact.
Ben, we're all looking at you, and we know that you don't have the body for a hunger strike.
Dude, I'm fucking shredded.
Gandhi was like
I'm built like a shortstop.
8 of you.
What? You're built like a London lamppost.
Dude, that's actually a
It's
compliment.
like no, it's not. Like
Yeah, it
thick bodied, like just a durable base.
That's what you need, though, right?
His base
For
is
what?
Not, his base is
What do
not.
you
Life.
need that for?
Life. You got to be durable.
Can't get through life without a durable base.
His base is
Thank
not
you.
durable.
If you weren't
should
gonna
hear
say it,
about
I
his
was.
asshole. I've seen it. It's disgusting, and there's hemorrhoids in there.
I have a picture.
Yeah.
I won't show it to you.
I have every picture that I could want from you.
You want more?
Have everything I would ever need.
I'll send you 20. I was going to say softball catcher, but shortstop came to mind. I was thinking of Jeter.
Softball catcher fits.
It fits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got the
you're
hair
believing
for
shit.
it too.
Donnie was
Thank
the only
you.
person I've ever seen show up to any sporting event in a wedding dress.
This is
He
true.
showed up to a softball
Oh,
game in a full
I'm
wedding
glad.
dress.
Yeah. I was
You want to tell this story about what happened?
coming from Mickey Rat's. I had a ride and I was shot. It was a Wednesday afternoon. It was like my day off after like 4 or 5 straight days of working, something like that. And we had a rough night the night before. We just continued it from like 10 a.m. on, drinking like mimosas and whatever. And I forget I have a softball game. I show up like 20 minutes late. I sent in the chat at one point. I was like, 1 retweet. And I'll wear a wedding dress to the game. And coming from me, no one like even batted an eye. They're like, all right, RT. I didn't think anything of it. And the fucked up part isn't that I wore the wedding dress to the game. That is fucked, but that's not the weirdest part. The weirdest part about it is that I already had the wedding dress. So keep in mind, I'm coming from Rats. I go home to change, like just get cleats on, whatever. That's what I'm going home for. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll toss on the wedding dress. I bought it from Savers. It was like $20. I was like, I do not know what I need this for, but I'm going to be glad I have it. And I was. So I show up to the game 20 minutes late in a wedding dress, just like shot. And
We're losing by 15 at this point.
Did you guys make a rally?
we might have put a run up.
Yeah, we might have.
But
We were good for
I
a
was
home
like
run.
climbing on the fence and just like,
Yeah,
shit.
you're.
I'm amazed I haven't been tossed out of that game.
No, you were the best first base coach of all
I've
time.
only seen
This
one
is true.
person get tossed out of a game, and I won't say your name. But we're all thinking it.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
You used to hand me my vape on the first baseline.
I was the best first base coach in,
He
in,
would
was
carry
my
vapes over
in the
for him.
county. Like, not even just that league.
County's putting it too small. World.
I hear
Back to this topic. Could you
Non-Tokyo.
imagine getting married, like having that really special day, save up all that money for a wedding, and then your dress just ends up at Savers for a drunk guy to buy and wear to a softball game?
No, I bought it sober. No, don't get me wrong. I bought it sober. But
Shout out to her.
You watch like Dennis Rodman highlights and get inspired.
I should.
He broke his dick 3 times doing the same move.
I'm a
Like
relentless,
in
relentless
basketball or in
rebounder.
sex or what?
In sex.
In sex
What was
he
what
broke his dick?
move?
So, wait, you really don't know the story?
No, I've
No.
never heard this.
So
story.
he would have a girl lay at the end of the bed, like spread eagle, and he would take a running start from the door and try to jump in.
You're joking.
I'm being dead serious.
Where did you pull this information from, though?
3 times? He had
3
his last
times.
after the second?
Yeah, what? Honestly, after once should be enough.
He said it in an interview. I'll Google it.
That doesn't seem like a Dennis Rodman thing.
Here, filibuster. I'll find
Who's
it.
the chick he had sex with on the
Carmen Electra?
Carmen Electra? He had sex with her on the Bulls logo at half court at their practice facility.
That's amazing.
That's like the coolest thing I've ever heard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It
He
in
was
the-
still out there getting 20 rebounds a night.
Carmen Electra. She used to be at the. We were talking about ESPN 2K5. I don't think we were filming
Yeah.
that, but yeah, she was in that video game. That's slept
And
on
that,
fact.
and that gave you some feelings that you didn't feel yet when you were playing it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that adds up. Like, ESPN 2K5, I was probably in about 4th grade.
Yeah, there's just the top Wikipedia thing.
One thing turned into another, and Donnie was firing blanks.
Read that out loud.
All right. NBA legend Dennis Rodman reveals he slept with 2,000 women, including 500 prostitutes, and broke his penis 3 times. Oh, the next sentence just says the same thing, but the numbers are written out.
It didn't say
numbers.
what it was, but he broke his dick 3 times in the same move, he said. Might have been like a Vlad TV interview or something.
Dude, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Dennis, there's a YouTube video, Dennis Rodman on 3 ways to break your dick. I'll load that one up for you. You can watch that one later. Oh, just load it up.
Let me show you how to break your dick.
Yo, come on now.
I don't know if we can play this.
Oh, you said worse.
No, like, copy.
Copyright. If someone gets mad that we're playing this video, like, come on, man. Like,
Robin won't. Dude, look at the animation. I'll show it to the camera.
Dude,
No,
we
what?
definitely cannot show it to the camera.
dude,
I really hope this is him diving in there for Spread Eagle.
That was Carmen Electra, too. Animated Carmen Electra.
Wow.
She looks good.
She does look good.
Dennis Rodman's one of the most interesting people, but also basketball players of like history. Like,
Yeah.
man just had a motor.
He had like
Didn't stop.
28 rebounds in a game and no shots.
For the Spurs?
Yeah. That's like the coolest stat I've ever heard.
He's like your brother,
No.
except
he's
your
he's
brother
like,
has 10 missed threes.
He's like my cousin.
Yeah, actually, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
a good. That's a good
You've met
comparison.
my cousin.
Yeah, that's
What do you think of him?
he's a swell lad. Every time I see him, I'm like,
Here
all right,
we fucking go.
all right. Like I just mentally doing one of these.
Just being a lefty runs in that family for hooping.
Speaking
Yeah.
of hooping, fucking guarding Ben, dude. Guarding Ben, and don't get me wrong when I say this initially, it's one of the easiest things to do in basketball.
But
I'm saying that meaning he'll give you 30 points, but you won't have to do shit. He's going to spot up. He's just going to shoot threes. If you're in his face, he's going to make it. If you give him space, he might miss.
I will
And,
miss.
like, every so often, he'll get his down low matchup in, but, like, you know, if he misses that first shot, gets the offensive rebound,
You don't have to
he's
run.
gassed. He's gassed for a couple possessions,
Yeah.
but
But you don't have to run.
one of the easiest covers ever, but he'll give you 30.
I won't play defense either.
And he doesn't play defense, which is
The
great.
best. Your
I just
best,
let people shoot.
Your best chance of guarding Ben is after he'll miss that second 3 in a row and he'll punch something that his hands just fucked and he won't be able to shoot for the
Yeah.
But
for the game.
But
But
it's a
then he
heat
will
check
make
after.
it. The
It's
next,
a
check,
heat
heat
check
check.
after.
yeah.
Basketball is actually how we met initially.
Yeah. You swatted the shit on me at Fireman's Park and I didn't forget it.
This is true. This is true. I had 2 swats that game, and one was like just happened to be on him. It was a nice one. But then like 2 weeks later, it was like ECC
Yeah,
orientation, and like I recognized him, wasn't sure why, and then like we made the connection. He's like, "Yeah, you swatted the shit out of me." at
Like a
Fireman's."
week ago.
I was like, "Oh, sweet." Like, thanks for remembering that. That's like, you know.
Shout out
The
Fireman's
ECC
Park.
orientation might be the most pointless thing in the world besides motorcycle helmets.
Yeah.
It was pretty pointless.
Like, what's the point? There's one building.
I got a binder out of it.
That's what color? For what
Dude,
subject?
I'm fucking colorblind.
Are
He
you?
is colorblind.
I run into a lot of colorblind people in my life.
What color's your hoodie?
Come on now.
It's blue or purple.
What color's
Yeah,
mine?
you're right.
What
What?
color's mine?
Blue or purple.
Whiter than mine.
So it's either a light purple or a lighter blue.
Sabres are blue purple.
Yeah, that's how I knew you'd figure it out. But they are blue, so you were right at first. You did not need to add it.
2 for 2. I got to retire now. That's 100% from the field.
I'll toss you another one. What color is this?
Peach nectarine.
Oh, that's not fair. You got the flavor. I mean, that's not really going to help you too much.
Like gray or green.
Yeah, peach nectarine flavor with a gray can. You're onto something, bud.
Dark gray, though.
Dark gray, yeah. Charcoal. No, it's like a...
Is it green?
It's like a maroon.
There's
Okay.
no fucking way that's maroon, and there's no way that's a color.
So let's dive into Fuck, Marry, Kill real quick.
All right.
We're going to do basketball legends. We're going to do Alex Schemin, Vlade Divac, and...
Wait, Chris Kamen?
Oh, Chris Schemin. Chris Schemin.
All right, who did
And
you say the first time?
Alex
Kamen.
Kamen.
I was like, who the fuck is that?
All right, Chris Schemin, Vlade Divac, and Andrei Karolenko.
Okay.
This is easy.
Those are a tough one to remember, even just the names.
I know Ben's going to fuck Divac.
No, you want me-
Divac. I'm probably killing him.
Yeah, me too.
Was AK-47 in there?
Yeah.
Did I
Yeah,
hear
that's
that?
Karolenko.
I'm probably gonna marry him.
I can't marry him after he got dunked on by Baron Davis.
Baron Davis is the truth, though.
You better kill Vladdy.
That's what I said, right?
You did kill Vladdy.
Yeah. Who was the last guy?
Chris Schemin.
Oh, so I'm fucking Chris Schemin. No, I'd rather marry Chris Schemin. Seems like an old soul. He's kind of a sweetheart at his
he's
core.
probably real
He's a
good at
sweetheart.
truck driving.
Great
It
Laker.
looks like it. He was an all-star for the Clippers.
Shocking. What about here? I'll toss one out here. Morgan Freeman, Nelson Mandela, Betty White.
That is a tough one. Would it be...
It's going to be racist if
It's
you...
so racist if I kill Nelson Mandela.
Not real.
I'm marrying Mandela.
Really?
You got to.
I couldn't have that in my ear all day long.
He was in jail for like 30 years.
Yeah, so he's a lot of shit to talk about.
You know,
Like-
I actually want to talk to you about Betty White now that you bring it up, because
That
I remember
sucks.
we were at your place
I'm not going to want
and
to
we
hear
were going
this.
somewhere, and you go, "Oh fuck, Betty White died," and we were all like, "What?" And you're like, "No, I thought I." And you were like, "No, but you believe me."
What the fuck, dude?
You're like,
What a terrible, prank.
Yeah, you just go.
Oh, gotcha. You
Yeah.
believe me that this
worked.
99-year-old
No.
woman died. Oh, my
It
God.
was so believable.
Shout out to the Golden Girls.
So I'm gonna.
She was
I
born
love-
in 1918.
Yeah, she's seen. A
That's
lot.
not right.
Spanish
1922 or something like that.
1918, that's World War One.
1922, I think it is, because she's
So-
coming up on
She
100.
must have fucking
I'm
hated
marrying
the
Morgan
Germans.
Freeman and I'm fucking Nelson Mandela. I'm killing Betty White. It sucks I have to kill Betty White, but
I would also do that, because Betty, she's got a century under her. What else does she really
I
need to
really
see?
just want
I'm
Morgan
killing
Freeman
her.
to read me
No, I'm gonna
bedtime
kill
stories.
Freeman because of Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, he didn't.
Fuck Betty White.
He got nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah, he did his dance on that
Shawshank
one. He,
sucked.
but all right.
The other one too, I'm killing
He was,
D-Bach.
he was Lucius Fox in Batman.
Yeah, he was okay in that.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, Vladdy Divac ruined the best pass in NBA history by A, not dunking, and B, getting fouled. The Jason Williams behind the back
Yeah.
elbow, he ruined that.
He did get fouled though. So.
And he's ruining the Sacramento Kings.
They're doing that themselves.
They are my team. They should have never fired Dave Yeager.
Darren Fox has been ass this year.
No.
His shooting percentages are so
He's,
bad.
Harrison
he's down
Barnes?
it's to 17 points a game or something wild like that. I actually used to be a Kings fan back in the day.
He's shooting like
Hop on the bandwagon now. Harrison Barnes
I
is
like
going to be
De'Aaron
the
Fox.
MVP.
he's shooting like 15% from three so far.
Remember when Harrison Barnes got traded mid-game? He was
Yep.
just
Remember
on the
when,
bench, just in disbelief.
Remember when
He's
that
on
one
the max.
WNBA player said that she beat Harrison Barnes after he got that contract?
Someone
Was it Brittany Griner? She was
No,
talking a
no,
lot.
that was
DeMarcus
DeMarcus Cousins.
And
that
then
I
remember, who was it? Was it Pop or was it the coach at UConn where he goes, I'm going to go to the bank,
Yeah,
take out
yeah.
all my money, put it all on DeMarcus Cousins.
They got
Yep.
all my money and my house and put on.
The best is when they're asking other NBA stars, they're trying to be respectful because she's obviously great at what she does in her respect, and he's like, I think it was KD. He's like, I don't know about that one, BG.
She was a stud at Baylor.
This is true.
She's in jail right now, I think.
No,
She's still playing. She beat up her girlfriend.
Yeah, she beat up her girl.
really.
But I think she just won the
Who also
finals,
plays in
right?
the WNBA.
Don't
No,
quote me.
They lost.
She won one ring.
They lost.
Wait, she also plays in the WNBA?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's her girlfriend.
That's dope.
Yeah, she got the shit beaten out of her.
That's not dope.
Allegedly, right?
No, it happened. She got mugshot.
I'm not a
taken
jury. I'm one man.
No,
Yeah.
Ben got circumcised twice. I wanted to bring that up because Emily knows. I told her about it off camera, but
Yeah.
Ben,
So was it they didn't get enough off the first time?
They didn't
And
do
they
it
went
at
back
all.
for
they
more.
couldn't find it.
That's fair. So they had to wait for it to
So they
grow
just
and then
went-
snip.
And then I did it first, and then they were like, we got to fix this, and they ruined it.
He he did it at barbershop too.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hospital.
Shout out to Arzari Cuts.
I thought it was Super
House of
Cuts.
Fades, my bad.
Wow.
I just butchered my barber's
I thought you went to Great Clips because you thought that was for foreskin. It was based on the name.
I would rather donate both my kidneys than go to Great Clips.
I've heard some not great things about that place.
Mixed reviews.
Yeah. Yeah. You and I actually, when we were talking about pasta this morning at 6 a.m., I looked through our Insta DMs. There's not a whole lot there.
There's not.
I thought there'd be more, but we actually did have a conversation about supercuts.
Did we really?
Brief. It was like a 1-2 back and forth thing. I don't know.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
What were we talking about with Supercuts? It was probably a long time ago.
I needed my hair cut. I think it was in the middle of quarantine or something, and you were like, Supercuts is open. I was like, I'll never do it. But now I go there almost every time I get my hair cut.
Triggs, shout out to Triggs, told me that he will only get his hair cut if he can feel a woman's gut touching the back of his neck. Because I tried to get him to go to my barber shop. He said that's the only way he'll do it.
Oh, God. Barbershops are great, though.
Barbershops are
I used to
great.
go to this place, what was it? Signature Cuts downtown.
Okay.
And, dude, never quiet in that place, you know? They have... I don't wish I knew his name. There's this one dude who's just always placing bets on anything. Sports, there's like 4 TVs in there, and it's always a different sport. He'll just put a bet on anything and write it down. But it'll be a bet that's not like going to come to fruition for like 10 months. But he'll have it written down, and it's posted on the wall behind him.
I didn't know if he was betting on like the Yankees encore games.
He would. He
He
would.
would.
But he was betting on like crazy, like just Kenny Galladay will have more yards than like Alvin Kamara, just like the most random shit.
Good odds.
Yeah. Yes.
Didn't you bet on Chinese basketball?
I did, but recently, what I found out that's fun to bet on, because you're up at night, start betting on Korean baseball.
Yo, actually, Corey, I'm pretty sure Corey won a baggie off of that.
Yeah.
He's like, when he comes to betting shit, he gets like, I mean, he knows what he's doing.
doesn't
Don't get me
lose.
wrong, but he also is like crazy good luck too. Like,
Yeah.
he does what he's supposed to be doing. But like some of the stuff he's pulled, like a Spanish boxing match, he won a couple hundred. Like,
He probably
That's
fixed it.
insane.
nonsense.
He was on the phone. He made a call.
We've been betting on WWE wrestling.
The last bet I placed was on it was at Rats with one of the other bartenders. It was a Little League World Series game. It was already like 3 innings in, and he was like, "I'll give you a bet." Like Texas was up 1-0 over Washington or something like that. These kids are like 13, I don't know. And he's like, "Well, if Washington wins, I'll give you $10. If Texas wins, you give me 5." Because they were already up 1 and there was like 2 innings left. Final score of that game was like 11-1 Texas. And then the dude, he was just like, "You betting against Texas in baseball? Washington's never even heard of it." Like, just giving me shit for it.
He knew it.
I made my money back on a WNBA game later that night,
Oh
though.
shit! Who was
Yeah.
it? The New York team? Tina Charles?
Sparks.
Liberty?
I don't know.
Oh, L.A.
Yeah.
I
Go
know
with-
Candace.
I'll always stick with my LA teams.
Never bet against Candace.
No, can't do it.
Yeah, but always bet the Hiroshima Koi will always beat UConn no matter the rankings.
Hiroshima.
They
What
beat
happened there? I forgot.
Them, they beat them like 7 out of the last 8. In
Bomb.
Hiroshima?
Fucking bomb. I actually have a
Allegedly.
fantasy team called the Nagasaki Monks. Yeah, so I got a little bit of Japanese culture in my background.
I love it.
Talk about your bet with Jimmer Fredette.
All right, so
Wait, what?
at the end of the first quarter, the Shanghai Sharks were up 20. And I put like $50 on them.
They're great odds, right?
Yeah, they were plus 450
Okay.
to win the game up 20. Or it was like the middle of the second quarter.
Sure.
And I was like, this is obviously a lock, right? So I put 50 on them to win like 200, 250. I wake up the next morning, they lost by 20-something points, and Jimmer Fredette was hurt.
Oh, man. That's not what you want to hear.
They got outscored in the fourth quarter like 42-11.
Yeah.
Sounds like one of my 2K rec games.
Sounds like any Miami Heat game this year.
Yeah.
Miami's going to be nice.
I feel like people have been saying that for a while.
I know, but like, dude, Victor Oladipo is just chilling. Like, people forget that he's just in the cut. Like,
Yeah, but he's singing and shit. He was on the Masked
If
Singer.
you tell
It
me
went
that
downhill
Josh
from there.
Giddey and Tyler Hero are the same people, I would believe you.
Yeah, but you got to bank on Tyler
that's
Hero.
racist, right?
Yeah, that definitely is racist. We might have to bleep that.
Well, they're both real good at TikTok, I think.
You would.
I feel like that's
On
still
your little,
racist.
on your little ticky-tack.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler.
I like Jimmy Butler.
Me too.
It's hard not to.
Hero sucks.
He's doing all right.
He's playing well this year. He said he was on the same level as Luka.
And as of right now, like Luka and Trae Young, I think it was. As of right now, he's ahead of both of them statistically, which is.
I would
Yeah. But
give
I would
it a
still-
few more weeks.
It's not gonna last. Like
Yeah.
we're like 6-7 games in, but
Shout out Duncan Robinson though.
I love Duncan
He has a
Robinson.
good
He
podcast.
does look like Sheen.
He does.
yeah.
They were calling him Jimmy Neutron in the bubble when he was going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
He said the other teams would call him Jimmy Neutron, and he was getting pissed off because he's like, I look like Sheen. Stop saying that.
Yeah, right.
He was a bucket in the bubble. Him and Scoring Warren.
Yeah, he was a bubble guppy, just like the Lakers.
There was a brief stretch before my hair got longer where I forget who it was. A couple different people said I looked like Duncan Robinson mixed with Tyler Hero, and I was like, I'll take half of that, you know.
Good shooters.
I'll eat it. Yeah.
Good genes.
I do not emulate that shot.
If they had your behind the back and you had their jump shot, you'd be in the league right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be playing for the Heat.
And me and Ben would be just sitting here. Talking about dicks and shit like usual.
And you will say we used
I
to
could
know
play
you.
for the Heat. I'll foul out in like a minute. I'll get a steal, 6 fouls, 1 steal, 1 minute played.
If
You're a
played-
big soccer guy, right? In high school, you played soccer?
I did, yeah.
And how was that?
I
You
can
talk a lot of shit?
backpedal. I can backpedal like a motherfucker.
You talk a lot of shit on the soccer field?
Not really.
You ever fake an injury?
No. I did get tossed out of my last ever high school soccer game, though.
For what?
Not tossed, but I got benched. Me and this other kid switched positions without telling the coach. Just like the dumbest reason.
That's
Like you were going missionary?
Yeah. I was like, well, we wouldn't have to switch if you were doing your job, but it's time.
Yeah,
story
Ben
for a
knows
different
something
day.
about
what were
being
you
benched,
playing?
right?
Yeah, I was benched pretty much every other game.
For what?
You
You look like you'd be a soccer goalie.
I was growing up. I was
look
pretty
just
nice.
like a soccer goalie.
Is it because I'm so athletic?
Yeah.
Is it because he bites his fork when he eats?
That's actually true.
Do you grind it on the way out?
It depends what I'm eating. Like if I eat a thing of French fries, my coordination. I don't even
You
want-
eat French fries with a fork?
No, I'm talking to my hands, but I'm just talking pure coordination.
Do you
like,
eat your you bite your fingers when you eat food by hand?
No.
Well, that sounds like where the story's headed.
Yeah.
I rode a normal bus to high school.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
There wasn't room on the short ones.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
all
Ben's too tall.
packed. Trust me,
Just way too tall for the short buses.
West Seneca, they were packed front to back. There was this one girl. Oh, fuck, I don't know if I want to tell the
No,
story.
don't tell
on air,
just
but
don't tell the story.
I'm gonna tell it anyways.
No, please
But-
don't.
There wasn't room on the. There actually wasn't room on the short bus, so she rode a regular bus, and she would finger herself every day in the,
dude, I
in the
remember
first
that.
row. of
In the
thing.
first row?
First row,
Yeah.
she sat down, fingered herself, was super loud. And
Was it
then
at least like the front left
She had
one?
the gush.
front right?
Front right? That's
Front
like
right.
next to the driver, bro.
He was seen it in the route.
So, what the driver? What's his story then? Because he knows stuff.
A lot of
going on.
past trauma that he didn't even care.
past, during, present trauma.
He definitely goes home, just drinks a fucking 30 rack, and then goes picks up the kids in a couple hours.
Breaks his wife's jaw.
I don't think he
God.
has a wife.
Attempting that Dennis Rodman
Yeah.
dive.
Lace
Swan
spread eagle.
dive.
I heard some weird shit on the bus today.
How many times do you think Dennis Rodman succeeded, though?
That's
that
fair.
That he failed 3 times?
Yeah, we gotta see that rate.
He was a career, like, what, 70% from the field? Something like that?
I'm thinking he's had a pretty good rate. Because
Yeah.
to get it right enough times to fail 3,
Yeah.
like, you're not going just 0-3. Like, you don't,
No.
if it doesn't work 2 times, you're not trying a third. But, like, he might have been, like, he doesn't shoot because he doesn't miss because he doesn't shoot a lot in basketball. So,
You gotta shoot somewhere else, you know?
Yeah. I'd rather go 0 for 12 than 0 for 3.
right.
Deion Waiters.
So wait, so tell Donnie why you used to get benched all the time.
I was just
I
kinda,
get it, I think.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then the one game, I got benched for 4 games for wearing pajama pants to practice, which
That's funny.
I feel like that's racist on their end to bench me. And then they...
McChicken incident.
Yeah, I tweeted if I had $1 for every time my coach was right, I couldn't buy McChicken. And then he pressed me about the tweet, and he didn't even know about it, and I just said it, and I was like, facts.
Oh, my God.
Whatever the high school term was, and I would go in the corner and play Madden Mobile.
Dude, I just re-downloaded Madden Mobile like a week
Great
ago.
game. Yeah, but I got benched for 4 games, and then he puts me out there, and I just launch up a half-court shot, full shot clock, miss by a mile, run down court with the threes, hyping up the crowd, and I was out for the season.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's a good way to go though.
Yeah,
I've been kicked out of a volleyball game.
that's
Like, I was in the crowd. I was kicked out. Yeah, that's actually a good story. I'll tell that story. It was against Canisius in high school, and our crowds always got rowdy no matter what the sport was. We had nothing else to do, you know?
Yeah.
And our teams, like, for the most part, were overall, like, decent. Our volleyball team was actually pretty good that year. Not that that's relevant. So I'm in the crowd, whatever. It's like a tie game, like we 1 match apiece, whatever you want
I
to
don't
call
know
it.
how the terms work.
I don't
in
know
that.
how
don't
it
know
works,
how it
but
goes either.
I'm gonna pretend I do. So I'm just like shouting shit to the players like I normally would, but I'm like, it's like volleyball. Like, I don't know, like what kind of chirps you ready to throw on volleyball. So I do what any sane person would do. I go on Canisius's website.
Yeah.
I pull up their teacher directory, and I go and I start looking for like their friars. I go straight for just the priests and like brothers and stuff like that. So I get like 2-3 names out there, just like middle of important plays, screaming their priest's name at them. So like It would have been fine. And then one of the brothers from St. Francis, like, must have recognized the name or something because, like, I saw it happen in his face. He, like, stopped, like, looked around for a second. He's like, wait, did I really hear that? And then turned. He knew it was me immediately. Like, he didn't even have to, like, look. And he saw me, and he was just like, Alberts. I was like, what's going on? Like, I didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. And he was like, he just gave me one of these. He was, like, trying to keep it civil for a bit. 3 seconds later, maybe. Next fryer on the list, shouted out, and I got tossed. It wasn't even like halfway through the game. This was like a Monday night volleyball game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the Friars' names? Give them a shout out.
On the Canisius squad? Is that what, no, fuck no.
That's so funny.
I remember the one that tossed me, Brother Nick, if you're watching. What's going on, my guy? I think he's back in Baltimore by now, but yeah.
So we got any closing thoughts before we head out?
Head out like a fetus.
I can't top
All right,
that.
yep, there you go. Go Bills.
We're aborted.